I also hope our guests can see what makes Astera beautiful. And as long as they don't see Serrano, they'll probably manage. But, you know, Serrano's still here. My fashion target superstar. Oh my gosh, check this outfit. I saw it and thought, that would look fab on Superstar. So I bought it for you, because everyone should have a fashion consultant. You're a fashionista, Pinky. I mean, that is fair. I need one. So, that is very fair. Get a heavy-duty shirt. They just keep giving me shirts. What does this even look like? It's heavy-duty. You know... Alright, yeah. Yeah, that feels targeted, almost. So, holy crap. Please tell me some of y'all have noticed how much thinner I am. Like, holy crap. I keep noticing myself, and it's just like, wow, okay. Because I haven't really looked at myself in, like, months. So, like, yeah. Holy crap. It's wild, man. Exercise is working. I mean, like... It's amazing. When you put effort in, results happen. Who would have thought? Yeah, how are you, Tall Nut? Let's talk. Sometimes nighttime can feel lonely, so I'm glad I ran into you. It's not night! It's only 7! It's the morning! Come on, girl, get it together! It's the morning! This ain't night. It is. A lot of people consider this night. It's only morning because I'm crazy. Well, I say I'm crazy. My body just naturally likes being awake at night. I can't really help it. Oh, Serrano, you thinking of moving? Grandmother, I've been looking all over for you. Where you wanted... I didn't. This is again. It's not fine. You're cluttering my inventory. When you should be getting off my island. You're instead cluttering my inventory. I don't know how I feel about that. You know, I got on with Serrano at first, and then he started insulting Diva, and I don't think I can ever forgive him for that. Yeah, trying to think of things to ramble about. I was gonna try and record, like, super early this morning. Like, 8, like, before I went to sleep. But I was, like, super tired. And then, as I was laying in bed, trying to fall asleep, the clock kept ticking onwards and onwards. And then eventually it did hit 8 a.m. before I fell asleep. I laid down at 7. This should have been a sign to me that as much as I felt tired, my body wasn't ready for sleep. Because I woke up so many times. And I also struggled to fall back asleep a lot. Like, I ended up waking up. I fell asleep a little after 8. Like, my body finally gave in and was like, alright, we'll shut the brain off for a bit. And then I woke up again at like 10:30. I didn't fall back asleep till noon. But I didn't get out of bed because I was like, if I get up out of bed, then I'm gonna have to stay up until like early in the morning. So I'd rather just stay in bed and hope. Diva! See there, Night Flyer. How goes, Queen? Solaris. Sometimes I get a craving for rat. Isn't that a movie? Ratatouille? Isn't that a movie about a rat? Takes control of somebody by their hair, however that works. And nothing else will do. I mean, enjoy that movie. Enjoy your rats. Sahara! Yes, I am calling you Sahara, for that is your name. I wish for mysterious flooring and wallpaper. Inflation has really hit the Animal Crossing world. This used to be like 3,000 bells for the whole service. Now it's 3,000 bells for just the floor, just the wallpaper, and you gotta put it in yourself. Like, man. Man. Inflation's really hitting hard. Alright. I will say, I have now officially, on my main streaming character for PSO2, reached level 75 in every class. Salutations! Just think about how I wanted to see you. Wanna chat. It's my second time running into you today. First was in my dreams. No, they were your dreams, Simon. They were yours. I keep changing that for you because they're your dreams. You don't need to apologize for it. They were your dreams. You didn't want to be in mine. Nobody would ever want to be in mine. Mine are not good. But, yeah. Feels nice having all of my classes to 75. Like, I already had all the stat boosts, so it didn't really change anything, because I already had Braver to 75 on Enterprise. I need to get back to playing Enterprise. Because, like, it's kind of fun playing a cosplay. Like, a full dedicated cosplay. Because, like, especially when people notice. And I've had so many people be like, man, that looks so good. And it's like, yeah, I did it. I can design things. Let's see. Oh, man, I can be the Blue's Clues guy. Nah. There can only be one him. Oh, little ribbons. I don't think I've seen these little ribbons before. What's the little black one? Could go white. No, white's like... Black's the accessory color here, I feel. So, black ribbon. I think that's how that works. Nah, really, this is what I need. There we go. Looking good now. Nah. Could go white shoes. White loafers. Maybe like white label shoes? Sames! Sorry, silly, since I'm inside the shop all day, but sunny weather helps me work faster. Maybe it's just making shorter sleeves. I don't know, long sleeve with long sleeve under it. Short sleeve on top of long sleeve. Short sleeve on top of long sleeve. No, girl, you're making nothing but long sleeves today. So, yeah. And more difficult long sleeves. So, Gala be home. Try and do a think thunk. Because I haven't done much else other than play PSO2. And I'm like, There, Butterbean. Stay a while, Snorty. Let's talk. I was reading a whodunit novel from the library when I found a note sandwiched between the pages. I read the note and was shocked. It was the name of a suspect in the novel. Was he the one who did it? I wasn't sure if I believed it, so I kept reading the rest of the book. Turned out the note was true, Snorty. Aww. See, I would do that, but I would write the name of the red herring. You know, like... Or just a completely like random name. But have it be like a believable name for the setting. That way, like, I'm not spoiling anything. If anything, I'm enhancing the whodunit. Because it's like, wait, but there is no Gerald Fizzlebottom. Where am I missing pages? Like, what's happening? There's Steven, sometimes fun to just stay indoors. It is. Let's check. All this. These pumpkins are pumping up this whole town. The entire island is being consumed by the very spirit of Halloween, which means flowers are working. Wahahaha. That is fair. Pinky loves her Halloween. We got Celeste. Hey. Oh, good evening. Aren't the stars just exquisite tonight? They're always exquisite. What do you do? Almost forgot. Came across a recipe for an astronomical project in a book and jotted it down. I think you'd have it. Do let me know if you try building it, would you? I will. I just don't have the materials because we haven't had all that many shooting star moments. So I haven't really gotten all that many. Like we haven't had all that many meteor showers. So I just don't have all that many star fragments. It's a bit of a shame, honestly. Those feel like some of the hardest items to make because, like, I get you could just stand around at night and wait for the random shooting stars that do happen. There's so much waiting, and I'm impatient. I prefer just having meteor showers. Muffy, no. No, why are you wearing that? The Squawker, stay as long as you like. Talk. My grandpa had a bad leg, so as little I'd give him rides in my wagon. I thought I was helping him. Neighbor saw us once and told us to stop. Grandpa just winked and thanked me for the ride. You know, as much as I thought I was helping him, it's really the other way around, ain't she? Yeah. Helping you build confidence and making you into a good person. You know, I gotta say, as much as I do prefer the older games' music, New Horizons music is more background track of life, if that makes any sense. Like, say New Leaf, because it's my most recent other game. The music there is really good, but it's also music that you're like, is that really what would be playing right now? And it does have some really awkward music placements, but see you stop by, but kind of preoccupied just now. What'd you make it? Currently crafting a natural garden table. Just see how I do at it. DIY is a great way to learn by doing. Totally obsessed with it. Yeah, I'll learn how to do that, sure. Down the details, it should be easy for us. Thanks, girl. Give it a try when you have the time and materials, Tallnut. I actually wonder if there's a Pearl. Like, if there's an animal named Pearl. I don't know. If there is, I kind of want them on my island, so I can have Marna and Pearl. The idols from Splatoon 2. I need to get back into playing Splatoon. Also, I'm very much looking forward to the next time I stream PSO2, because I accidentally discovered I ended the last stream on the cusp of a cutscene that lets me talk about something I've been wanting to talk about for so freaking long. It reveals that it's the cutscene that reveals that we've seen Harriet before. Not Harriet. Harriet. It's like, I can't wait. Especially because it really shows a character that we've seen many times as quite the bad butt. Azalea. Oh, thank you for stopping by. I don't believe we've met. I'm Azalea. This is such a fabulous place, darling. Oh, I hate to admit it, I'm terribly envious of you. Getting to live in a place like this. Don't you dare take it for granted, Mercy. Oh, I should have been giving her a French accent this whole time. Isn't that like thank you or something? I don't actually know. I just think it is. I've heard that a lot. Context clue would tell me that is thank you in some way. I am like the worst Canadian. Because like I can't speak French. Honestly, I've been trying to learn Japanese for over 100 and some days, and I've not made much progress there either. I mean, like, I could very babyishly ask for, like, pizza and water. Pizza to mizu kudasai, I believe. So, like, I can do that. Yeah, I was just thinking about you. Sparkles, lay it on me. Hi, superstar. You'd hang out with me? I mean, I could. I do have things I need to do tonight, but I could also procrastinate on those. Probably wouldn't be the best idea to procrastinate on them, but I could. But, yeah, like, I just, and I don't know when I'll be streaming PSO2 next. Because I have been so just mentally exhausted. It's just like, I want to stream, but like, anytime I'll sit down and be like, I should stream, my brain that immediately starts just going, it's gonna be crap though, because we're so tired. It's like, I know brain, but I still want to do it. And the thing is, my brain's probably not wrong, because I have just been so freaking tired, but I think I've had enough sleep at this point, because, like, it's a lot of mental exhaustion, but some just literal physical exhaustion, too. Like, so this is probably, yep, doing this on me, so I gotta do that, and then do that, and then do that, and then do that, and that. We got a summit wall. We can summit the wall. There we go. Also, I do want to make note, like, I do hope people are enjoying Pokemon Legends CA. I do not have the game yet. I still want the game. I'm working on it. Slowly. I wish I could just hear back from the Super already. I don't mind mentioning I'll be working for Superstore. It's a big supermarket chain in Canada. It doesn't tell you where I am. It's owned by Loblaws, which also owns your independent grocer. The Mega Corporation owns your independent grocer. Because of course they do. If you've ever wondered how, like, deep down scummy some companies can be, just look at what they own. And look at how many things they own that you would never associate with the main company. And, like, literally, I don't think you can get more than a mega corporation owning your independent grocer. Like, that just sounds like false advertising in the name. You know, because they're not independent. They're part of the megacorp. You know? It's also positively wild looking at what some companies own, because you're just like, okay, so this snack company, like PepsiCo, is a subsidiary of another company that owns, like, a bunch of other crap, including like some medical stuff. I think they even literally own a company that makes weight loss products, so they literally sell the snacks that fatten you up and the cure. Like, it's so... This is why some people are like, man, we need communism or socialism. And like, yeah, I can see it. When you literally have, like, a company that is basically selling you the poison and the anti-venom, you know, that's a bit problematic. Also, I should see if I can donate the statue, because I just remembered I have the statue in here, even though I just moved it, so I wouldn't accidentally sell it, but I was coming in here before I would sell things. So, make a donation. Hey, that was real. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, buddy boy. Yeah, it's a rock head. It's a big head. He has a very big head. Which means... I would say big brain, but I think that's actually the opposite of how it tends to go. So... I think literally bigger head tends to equal smaller brain. I could be wrong there, though. Maybe I'm the small-brained one. Got another arch? I don't really need another arch, though. And I can now craft them, so... Yeah, I'm gonna sell the bandana. Even for label, I'm not wearing a bandana. You got a bow. I do like me a good bow. Those arrows look evil. Oh, those look evil. I think I already own one of those as well. Man. So, basically, that sort of design, that would, one, rip a big hole. But also, that looks barbed. So when you would, because how anything works is when that arrow penetrates you, even though that's a big arrowhead, your body's going to try and naturally close around the thing to try to prevent you from dying. When you try to pull that arrow back out, given it's barbed, it's going to rip you back open. That is evil. Which, like, is very much one of those cases of, like, yeah, guns are very good at being killy weapons. But at least they're moderately humane about it. Moderately, it's still pretty inhumane. But if you look at, like, bow and arrow, crossbow bolts, that kind of stuff, those were designed, a lot of the times, not to kill you, but to permanently disfigure you. Because that's as good as killing you. Like, if they can cause lasting damage... Okay, that was just catch bugs. That basically means you can never fight again. They may as well have just killed you, except, you know, you still need to be fed. So, like, quite literally, you're alive, but you're basically useless. You're now a burden to your society. And, like, you can't fight them anymore. It's evil. Lobby flooring? Ah, we're the summit lobby. Yes. Very nice. Very nice indeed. We are the lobby of the summit. We shall commence this summit at my earliest convenience. If you cannot make it, that is on you. I would be the worst for that kind of thing. like, hosting summits and stuff. Because, like, I would do things like that. And I actually kind of did back with EVE Online. Like, I did like basically doing everything in my corporation / guild basically by popular opinion within the corp. But, like, if you're not around while we're discussing something, yeah, no, you should have been around. Like, that was more or less my mentality. Especially when, like, most of the stuff that I would bring forward to discuss, like, I would only do when there's a large number of people online. Like, I actually remember a big point of contention, and one of the things that led to my corporation falling apart was, the selling of a dreadnought we had built to fund other projects within the corporation. We sold our dreadnought. We were putting this dreadnought together with the like getting all the materials together with the idea of building it inside of a Class 1 wormhole, which natively cannot have dreadnoughts like go through its entrances. Like, you cannot take a capital ship into a Class 1 wormhole. Basically meaning, if you can find an empty Class 1 wormhole, or one that basically has just an inactive owner, you could bring a bunch of you could basically bring in a structure, build a bunch of capital ships inside, and make a really, really tough to crack stronghold system. Because anyone trying to invade your wormhole can only bring subcaps. They can't bring any capital ships in. And you could have dreadnoughts, carriers, super carriers, a Titan if you wanted to spend long enough building it. You know. And I had trained into flying the dreadnought because nobody else wanted to do it. I had spent my own ISK training into this dreadnought. And then when interest in moving into this wormhole that we were looking at waned, I was like, alright then. We also want to move into trying to do moon mining, because that would be a pretty good way of just building ISK for the corp. Well, we could buy everything we could ever want if we just sold the dreadnought. If we build it and then sell it. Because we're not going to need it anymore. Like, we were living in Providence. The thing with Providence is they had kind of a soft ban on capital ships. It was a soft ban in the sense that they could build them. Like, the various groups around there could build them, but, like, it was heavily discouraged for you to fly a capital ship within Providence itself. Because that would basically draw attention to the system, like to the constellation. So it's like, all right, no capitals. Plus, I mean, dreadnoughts are only really useful for PvP. There are some dreadnoughts that are pretty good for PvE these days, but those didn't exist back then. Which is also funny. We built a Revelation, which is the Amarian Dreadnought, purely because my skills were closer to Amarian Dreadnoughts than anything else. Which is always something that catches people off guard when they first start EVE. Because if you see my character and read my character's, like, game-built description, I'm Caldari. Like, I am a Caldari Capsuleer. I can barely fly Caldari ships. I have the skills, I can fly everything Tech 1 Caldari up to basically, I can't fly their capital ships, but I can fly battleships. I can fly Tech 2 Caldari Logistics, and I think I can just barely fly the Tech 3 Caldari Cruiser. just barely. I think I have like level 1 in all the Caldari subsystem skills. Meanwhile, my Amarian skills, well, I've got basically everything Amarian maxed off. Like, I can fly, well, up to, like, Titans. I can't fly a Titan, but I can fly Amarian Dreadnoughts, Amarian Force Auxiliary, Amarian Carrier, Amarian Super Carriers. I just can't fly Titans. Mostly because back when I was training most of those skills, Titans were basically floating coffins. Which is not an inaccurate way of describing them. Because basically, back in my day, you couldn't dock Titans. Well, now you can. It has to be in a Keep Star, which is the largest Citadel type. But you can dock a Titan now. You couldn't before. Meaning, your Titan was quite literally a coffin. You were going to die in that thing, eventually. It also meant you could never leave it. There were people who would try. Those are people who generally didn't keep their Titans very long. Because, like, the thing was like, oh, well, you could leave your Titan sitting inside of a POS with the shield up, and then just leave your Titan, just floating in space, and it would stay there until someone came along and yoinked it. Because, you know, if you see a Titan floating in a POS somewhere as, like, a neutral, like, you're not part of this alliance. Like, you see that Titan sitting there, just as you're warping around in a cloaked ship. You then apply to join that corporation, and they let you in because, hey, you got some good skills, they'd love to have you. And then you yoink that Titan, and then you leave the corporation. And because you no longer have access to that POS while you're inside of it with that newly stolen Titan, the game now ejects you from the shield at high speed so fast that the POS's own defensive structures can't get a lock on you. And you then just jump bridge out. And now you've stolen a Titan. All because the pilot that was in that Titan didn't want to fly the Titan for a little while. Like, hey, they're stealing that shop in 2 airmail. One check. Stopped in today because I had a feeling there might be a bargain waiting for me. Now I just need to find it. I mean, that futon back there. It's pretty comfy. I've got one. They are pretty comfy. 3,000 bells. 3,200? I'll take it. I will take it. I'm gonna count that as a win. Heck frickin' yeah. I mean, it's not an impressive win. An impressive win would have been if I'd actually said 3,200, but I'm gonna take the 3,000, and I'm gonna be happy with that. Let's claim my Nook Miles. My Nooks Miles. The top bugs. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, buddy boy. Okay. He hasn't sat behind Caroline's house for a while. Let's pop a squat here to end things off. But I should finish the story. Me selling that Dreadnought was a point of contention with one of my directors, which are basically like your second, third in command kind of deal. Like, they have almost as much power as the CEO. Like, they were not happy that I sold this Dreadnought, even though I remember telling them I was going to do it and why we did it, but they got it in their head. And I'm almost positive it's from other members of Warped Intentions, the alliance we were part of, that put this idea in their head, that I had just pocketed all the ISK from selling the Dreadnought when I hadn't. I sold it as a corp order. Like, I had put it on the market from my corporation. All of that ISK went directly into the corporation. None of it went to my pockets whatsoever. Like, the POS was bought with corp funding. All the structures needed for the POS were bought with corp funding. They could have seen this if they had just gone to the corp wallet and went back far enough, because all of that stuff is saved. I could go into the corporation wallet and see transactions from before I started playing the game, because the corporation I'm in charge of is that old. Like, I can see things from like 2008. My first character was 2010. It was a free trial account. That character, I have no idea. They probably still exist. And then I started another free trial in 2012, and that's my main character. But yeah, that is going to be it for this one. I do thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you back here next time for more Animal Crossing New Horizons. See you all then!